5 years, the
Young hockey team.
TV 22.
Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian.
What is it, Corinne? I can barely hear you.
Mark found something. I don't know what it can be.
Yes, it's alive.
Alive?
You are hungry, aren't you? You have to have plenty to eat so you can grow big and strong. It wants you! It wants you! It wants you!
Whoa.
It wants you. It wants you. I remember when I used to get that.
Me too. Those times are gone. Now we just watch movies in our basement. Welcome to the show. We're back.
Sort of, I guess.
Sort of.
I don't know. 20 minutes late starting. That's what I get for clearing my cache in my browser and basically ruining our guest experience tonight. So sorry we got started late, but here we are.
We're here now. Welcome back. We've been gone, 5 weeks? 6 weeks? It's been a while. It's been a while.
It hasn't been that long. Maybe
it feels like forever. Feels like the first time. Feels like forever. Anyway, hello. It's so good to see everybody in the chat.
Hello.
I am so excited about both movies tonight because both of these movies are fucking weird. They are both super weird, especially our first movie. Where this idea came from, no idea. It's a wild idea. Yeah, exactly.
That seems like where it came from anyway. I mean,
yeah. We found this magma, and it's got tentacles. We want it to grow up big and strong, so we're going to feed it the fears of women.
Yeah. What's that thing the kids say these days? Lovecraftian.
Liminal space.
It's Lovecraftian with liminal space undertones and a commentary on the family unit.
You know what I wish this movie had? Inserts, because it feels like a movie that needs it. Like if it had it, you'd be like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It could.
I could.
I can think of some places where it goes.
Yeah. And the second movie is older, but just as weird and wonderful and magical. Oh my God. Yeah. It's so good. If it had been made 5 years later, it would have completely been a jolly, but it's like somewhere in between, kind of creamy. I don't know what it is. It's something. It's an embalmer.
Mel over there.
Where do you think my eyes are right now?
For you.
If you guys are looking at me and I'm like, what? That's what's happening.
We hear a steady rhythmic shaking noise. I'm removing your camera.
The camera's doing this. What's going on? Both my hands are up. Hand check, please. Sorry, a little bit of high school action going on here. Anyways, Cthulhu back rooms. Yes, that's what this is. With a hint of Amityville and no, none of that. Anyways.
Amityville. Amityville volcano.
Yeah, Amityville volcano. It feels like Karloff scenes were inserts 100%. It's also here's the sad thing about Karlov in that in this movie, he's laying down or at a desk for most of it. And I got to tell you, I'm 54, and if you filmed me in a movie, I would be laying down or in a desk for most of it. He's much older and in much worse shape than me, yet a fucking trooper. He showed up for you. So when you watch this, give a little bit of thanks.
Karloff, at least, is sort of in this movie. There are some scenes where he is not at a desk, which it kind of stuns me. Because when did they film those scenes? It's almost like they were filmed for a different kind of movie, which would really explain the haphazard tone of this film.
Well, he did the 4 of these movies were shot in LA, the Mexican movies that were at the end of his career. And all his scenes were shot in LA. He wanted to go to Mexico City and they had to talk him out of it. They said, "You've realized it's higher above sea level than Denver and you can't breathe anyway. So like, why would you do this to yourself?"
But didn't he go there?
No, I think all his stuff was shot in LA.
No, not for this movie though. But I mean, I think he had filmed at that studio before.
Oh, had he? Okay. Oh. Well, I love it when American actors such as Karloff and Carradine go to Mexico. And man, I watched the ultimate John Carradine movie this week, Bill.
How is there an ultimate John Carradine?
I would say Billy the Kid versus Dracula is.
Is that sort of thing he does it?
Oh, yeah, it is so good.
Forehead is important.
It is so good, and by good I mean a movie that only I probably love. But it was, I loved every single minute of it. Billy the Kid, gone legit.
I know. What kind of concept is that?
He falls in love with a girl. He steals her from a guy. He still has to work with the guy he stole her from. A stagecoach with Greek immigrants, because Dracula's from Greece, comes. Dracula can walk around in the daytime. Why does Dracula get a silver mine? Doesn't that seem like the worst thing? Like, doesn't silver hurt him? Why would he need a silver mine? Why does God need a starship, as James T. Kirk once said? Anyway, 500 stars out of 5.
500 stars.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Maybe I'm being hyperbolic.
I think you are. But
isn't that what this show's all about? Isn't it about the pleasure and joy of these movies?
Mm-hmm. And screaming.
Oh, the screams. Man. You know what I did yesterday? Because I was burned out at work. I just put on Alucarda for 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And I moved it up just to the scene where they're the one nun's trying to get them to stop and she gets caught on fire and the other guy gets caught on fire and runs into all the candles. It felt like a Good Friday movie. It felt like something I should watch, for Good Friday. And just the screaming was so loud and I was like, God damn it, it's so good. Oh, amazing. It got me through the day.
Somebody commented on the Facebook page about Alucarda. I posted the trailer and someone said this movie is about boobs, screaming, and something else. But Satan. What do you need before boobs and screaming?
Oh, it really is. I love that the nuns dress like mummies. I have pondered this for the longest time. I've never seen a nun dressed like a mummy. I was around a lot of nuns. Actually, in my Catholic
mom dressed like a nunny?
Whatever. The drugs are kicking in. In my Catholic school days, every time I got in trouble, I had to eat lunch with the nuns, and I loved it. I would ask them a million questions. I would pick their brains, and they would just say, he's not allowed to sit with us anymore. So then they made me write out the Bible in a notebook. That was my next one, and I was like, this is great, because I got to start from the beginning, start from the beginning and do all the good books,
All the good books? What are the
Genesis?
good books?
Genesis is a good one because it's got all that, like the earth was made in 6 days and stuff. So, of course, I had even more questions when the nuns came in. I'm like, how did erosion? You teach us about erosion in science class, and none of that's in here. And told to shut up. Anyways, story of my life. Bill, how was your time off?
Wasn't it only a couple of days?
No, your time off from from doing the show. What have you been doing?
Yeah, it seemed like it was only a couple of days.
Oh, really?
So honestly, it just felt like a little bit of time went by because there's other things I was working on, but I am a little bit closer to getting the Drive-In Asylum issue number 27 finished. I have pretty much, it's 98% there, and I want to get it ready before we go to the drive-in. So hopefully in the
this.
next couple weeks.
I love this.
Speaking of the drive-in, that's only maybe 2 weeks away from here.
I can't
Oh my
wait.
God, three or two or three.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't tell you. Just, oh, I was looking through the lineup again the other night, and I was like, "Gosh darn it, I can't wait." So,
I know I've
under the
asked this
stars.
before, but you're probably going to have a different answer. Do you have a favorite looking forward to film that you're doing this year? Like, what's the excitement this year about?
Popcorn.
Popcorn?
Yeah, the movie and
Yeah.
the thing and the actual physical thing.
Oh,
Both.
well, you can have that anytime.
I know, but I like Becca is giddy about Halloween, 2 Halloween movies in a row. That's like the greatest thing ever to her. So,
And
she's
not any of them that you would expect.
no.
I mean, who does 4 and 5 especially?
Well, also, here's something I have to remember because I've been doing a lot of people coming on the podcast and defending movies that they
Yeah.
like, and I don't all the time. I just did one about the Star Wars prequels, and I was pretty tough on my guest, but she tried. She was very nice. She tried to convince me. Similarly, she said, and this is where we came out of it. She grew up the same age I was when Star Wars came out. That's the age she was when the prequels came out. So, like, those are her movies. Okay, I get it. For Becca, Halloween 4 and 5 were the ones that she saw in the theater. She wasn't born for the other one. She was -6 when the first Halloween came out. So
to me, that's the only way you can like those movies. I mean, I
would say, though, I'll say a few positive things about 4. The credits are awesome, and they will get you in the mood for Halloween anytime. The credits are great. I don't like I was very upset about I said I'd say good things. Now I'm not. In the theater, young Gorehound Sam super upset because there's no gore in the beginning. Like, that thumb goes in the head, but I know that's from the reshoots they did with K and B. And I was at that stage of my life where it's like everything must be gore.
Yeah.
Evil Speak is also exciting. I see Roger brought up. I love Evil Speak. So
yeah. That's one of the highlights for me is Evil Speak on the big screen.
We should bring an old TRS 80 and be typing on it during Evil Speak, like the one he has.
Jim Greenleaf in the shower on a giant screen. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
You even see a little bit of ass. I'm just saying.
I love Evil Speak.
You're not interested in that, but
no, I am. And
you are not interested in Jim Greenleaf's ass.
I'm interested that you're interested. I'm happy for you.
Okay, you can be happy for me.
I'm happy for you. I am worried
for you about boobs and stuff like that.
Oh, I know, and I love it, and I love you for it. I think I am worried about Reggie during Evil Speak because there is a dog death, so I have to hold him.
Bummer. I didn't remember.
Yeah, because he gets that puppy, and it's the only thing he loves, and they kill it, and that's what sends him over the edge.
Okay.
Spoiler warning for a movie that's 40 years old. But yeah. I hate the square up reel at the end of Evil Speak also, because they're like, oh, after this he went to an insane asylum. No, he didn't. He achieved all his dreams. He killed him. He killed all the people that fucked with him. That was my elementary school dream.
Why does everybody have to die after they take revenge? Why can't they just live happily ever after, like Carrie? Okay. Like Ryan Clark just posted something on the hand from the grave scene at the end of Carrie. And I was like, I never considered this, but that was fucking Sue goes down to the house. Carrie's still alive under there. She survived somehow, and she needs help out of that hole. And she reaches up for help. And what does Sue do? She screams and runs home to Mrs. Chadwick. Okay. Like, she wakes up in bed, and it's Mrs. Chadwick from Mommy Dearest, Priscilla Pointer. So Sue was always part of the problem. She invented the whole problem by having her boyfriend take Carrie to the prom, and she brought it home too.
Just because she was a cut queen, we have to be cool with it. She's like, why don't you go out with my boyfriend?
She liked it. Yeah,
she liked it. She's like, maybe I'll watch you two dance together. And that's today we know what that behavior is. Then we didn't have words for it, but today we do.
It was still probably of interest to some people, but even back then. But let me tell you, I have some kind of spectral spirit to the side. I like it. I was
Yeah.
going to tell you that
Yeah.
I kind of like there's a hazy quality to your screen that I'm liking.
I'm like a grindhousey kind of effect tonight
Mhm.
on the screen. It's good. I
Out of
like
the
it.
mist it comes.
Yeah. I've been meaning to tell you, and I'll just tell you in person. The Nine Demons is coming out from the Chang Che movie is coming out from Visual Vengeance, and it has a Super 8 version, or I mean, 16 millimeter VHS version that's all beat up, and it also has the cleaned up one, but they also put a destroyed one on it, and I'm super excited about that. They need to put a VHS version on all these. Um, I'm so jazzed about it.
Thanks to everybody in the chat for coming and hanging out. We see some
Teen Swingers Volume 3.
teen swingers, yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow rated R. Mostly familiar people, but I see some names that I don't often see. Drew is in there. Hi, Drew.
Yeah, I saw
And,
someone with the last name Fulci too, which is quite exciting.
well,
Yeah.
that's obviously.
David said, "I look
first.
like I'm in Fulci's Conquest." Yes,
Last
that's
movie.
the look I wanted. I was on Phil. I've recorded an episode of making Tarantino this weekend, and he's never seen Conquest. Come on, get with it, Phil. And I said it's the kind of movie you'll watch and say, "Is this a Fulci movie?" And then 3 minutes in, 4 werewolves drawing quarter a woman, and you're like, "Yeah, this is totally a Fulci movie. It's great." But yeah, I did The Beyond on Phil's podcast. No research needed. Jump on, talk about The Beyond.
You're like revved up and ready to go about the Beyond, no matter what.
My God. Yeah. If someone called me at 4:30 in the morning and said, "Sam, tell me about The Beyond," I would just start. I would be like, let me tell you what, the Seven Doors Hotel is, you know what though? I came away again this time from it, Bill. Italian basements are the worst. Like this Fulci's, Fulci's, this is why I don't get to do commentary tracks on Fulci movies. The Gates of Hell movies are all about bad basements. There's a horrible basement under the house by the cemetery. There's the basement is deadly in The Beyond. I mean, there's just like slats on the floor and they're walking over them, and like you touch the wall and your hand goes through it. Just the whole thing makes me feel gross, and that's why I love it. So that's where I ended up.
Callum says that we have the coolest look and feel. So
Aw.
thank you so much.
That's nice.
That look and feel is what was holding the show up, because I couldn't get the video to come up. I couldn't get any of the overlays. The cameras weren't working. I couldn't load images. In fact, I'm not even sure the rest of the show is going to go off without a hitch, but here we are. So
We did it.
Yeah.
I also, for some reason, I felt on Sunday mornings a lot better for the last couple of weeks, where I haven't just drank for 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
And I stayed up till 5 in the morning and got up at 8, and I'm like, this is really nice. But you know what? I'm already drinking a tall boy, and I've already had another drink before this.
Oh.
So
I am teetotal in the first segment. It's a good thing. With all these technical difficulties, I got to be on my toes. I can't just relax.
Don't do it when you want to come through it.
I'm not making any promises for the second and third segment, though.
Okay, good. That's what we're hoping for. I have, as a spoiler, I have so many movies to show in the third segment. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I know.
I went crazy.
It's all good stuff.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited to show you one of these. I'm like, oh, this is so good. But...
Mike says he's going to see The Being tomorrow in a theater, and it is an Easter movie.
It is an Easter movie.
I'm jealous. Not to mention a Ruth Buzzy film.
Oh, Buzzy in the Buzzy cinematic universe.
Sorry, I only call The Being alien flesh eaters.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
It was a mistake, by the way. It was supposed to be Alien Flesh Eater, and they printed the title with an S at the end of it, so whatever.
I only call the Beyond Seven Doors of Death, so I get it, I'm like, they're like, you don't like that awesome Freezy soundtrack? No, give me the one from, give me the Aquarius releasing soundtrack. That's what I want. Oh. I'm fascinated by Aquarius releasing still. Like every day I think about it. And I'm just
Aquarius releasing? They got the weirdest shit. I
right?
mean, like stuff. Well, usually it was stuff that had been out a million
Oh
times
yeah.
already, and then they just, let's try it again. We'll change the title. We'll put an S on the end of it. That'll fool everyone.
I have a new letterbox list of movies that came with barf bags, and I've been fascinated of looking through it and seeing all the movies that were released with barf bags. I think more. There's a day on my April Movie-thon this month. You have to talk about a movie that came with a barf bag. So yeah. So
I can think of one right now.
oh yes,
Carnage.
Carnage. Wow, not torso. Wow.
Wow.
My wife said today that she's going to get. We were making fun of her mom. I don't know how we started talking about her mom and Sergio Martino, but every time her mom gets out of the car, we're going to play the guitar chord from Torso as she gets out of the chord to scare her.
I love the basement from The Evil too,
Oh,
because Victor Buono lived in the basement of The Evil.
oh, he does.
I
Yeah.
would go down there and visit with him any day.
I just Italian movie. I was think about the Beyond because like New Orleans is sweaty and gross and like what I mean, and like I imagine like a ton of like humidity and everything's just like gone to seed in that basement, and then there's like a good 2 foot of water. Like you can't even walk through it. Like they had to build these bridges, and then they start opening that wall. Meanwhile, up in one of the other rooms, there's a literal dude walled into the wall. Just amazing.
Little do they know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible. Another good basement movie is The Deadly Spawn.
Oh yeah, yes.
Which is a killer film no matter what part of the house you're in. But the basement is full of water. And I see that movie all the time. I'm like, is it normal for basements to take on that much water? I know they do, but usually people are like really upset that it happened and they don't go on a camping trip. If their basement's full of water, they stay home and they pump the basement out. So
it's the same thing as house as any of these the Beyond House. Like, why don't we pump this out? Let's pump it out. Let's figure out what's going on. Like, where's the leak? Like, my basement flooded. I got it taken care of. I didn't just leave the water to fester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand why it happened in the Seven Doors Hotel because she just got there.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it sitting empty?
It was sitting empty, but it's like, yeah. Nobody wants. Everybody in that town is like, why is she doing this?
Why was she doing that? I would have run screaming from that place.
There's one point where she talks at that jazz club that they're playing in, where the Carte Blanche Club, where she's talking about stuff, and she's like, "Oh, a well-trained British girl. I moved to New York. I was a model. I was a journalist." Like she's like Black Emmanuel, like with her careers. She's got like 4 careers, and she's like, and then I decided to come to New Orleans and open this place. Like, what a career path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did get it for free. I'd at least go see what it was. And then when I saw what it was, I'd be like, nope.
No,
I'm not getting involved in this. I love another line of dialogue from that movie I love is when the guy, there are many, but when the guy falls off the scaffolding and they move him, which you should never do with someone that fell 2 stories off of a scaffold, and he's lying there on the couch going, and David Warbeck shows up and he's like, this man needs to get to a hospital.
I love how much blood is on that couch. He's just like seeping blood all over the couch, and they're just like, well,
he's already dead.
Yeah, like let's let him sleep it off a little, and we'll wake him up in 15 minutes and see if he's okay. Yeah, it's bad. I think House by the Cemetery has the best basement. Could you imagine you buy a house and you didn't know that a Frankenstein Civil War general with one hand is down there killing babysitters? And
it could happen.
What is going on? They've already mortgaged their lives, some would argue.
I always question the real estate ladies, Dagmar Lassender, or her, but I always question her involvement in it because she seems to know that there's something wrong with that place, and yet she still goes there. She still walks right across that grave in the middle of the living room, and I don't know. Like I would be like, I'm not going in that house. I don't care who rented it, and
she's as shitty as Strode Realty. They're going to sell the fucking Myers house. They got it on the market. They don't care that he's out and loose and eating dogs in there. After that movie was over, her dad tried to sell it again. Like he was like, well, let's get it on the market. Let's clean that dog up and start selling that house.
I thought
See,
the
this is
Myers house was a sweet little place, if you ask me, because
other than all the murders. Yeah.
well, yeah, the murders, that's one thing. The dog murders, the
Yeah.
human being murders. But did you ever notice when they get to the top of the stairs, the tracking shot that's supposed to be little Michael? When he gets to the top of the stairs, he walks through a doorway, and then Judith's bedroom is through another doorway. It has like a captured bedroom back there.
Yeah.
And there's
It
like,
is
you
really
guys
nice.
have one too.
That's why we got it, because I said this is
No.
I'm sure Becca thought it. You know, Becca thought it. Everything she thinks about.
She picked up on that right away. Yeah.
Yeah. David said there should be a drag queen that does Hounds of Love by Kate Bush, dresses Emily from Beyond, sing to his stuff. I mean, Coma White needs to be sent that. We just need to send Coma White that. She'll do it.
When I was a child, running in the light.
I agree with Callum says that Evil Dead has underfloor action too. That's a good call too. In the basement, there's
that's another shitty basement movie.
Yeah. Also, it's like a weird root celery kind of thing. We looked at a bunch of houses that just had dirt floor basements, and I'm like, no. We've moved into the 21st century where we do not need. If it had an acid pit, I agree, Jenny. House on Haunted Hill has an acid pit in the basement, and that's pretty choice because your garbage, you wouldn't have to pay for your sewage and garbage. You just like filter it all to the acid pit. That's how the smart horror hosts are saving money this year. Look for my YouTube series, 10 Ways to Save Money with a Haunted House, coming soon.
I have so many questions about the acid pit from House on Haunted Hill, but that's another show. We're actually supposed to be talking about Fear Chamber, and I don't know. I've seen the movie twice now, and I still don't know what to say about it.
So I'm a big fan, as you can imagine, just because it's insane.
I had to remind you that you actually watched it.
I know, and then I was like, oh my God, I love that movie. So
I was like, don't you love Fear Chamber? And you were like, never seen it.
I know. Well, anytime you text me, I could be high. I thought you meant Torture Zone. Okay.
AKA.
Yeah, that makes it better, doesn't it?
I don't know where that AKA was. Maybe on VHS.
Yeah, or the Torture Chamber or Chamber of Fear. Anyway, this is for Juan Ibanez, and Jack Hill directed the Karloff's segments, which is pretty cool. Why does a rock, Bill? A question for you, and I don't expect an answer. Why does a rock feed off of the fears of women?
It's not a rock.
It's whatever it is.
It only looks like a rock.
Yeah,
it's a sentient rock, but really, it's probably something inside the rock that is. It's Lovecraftian.
This is why I can't ever be a scientist, because if I had a creature that looked like a rock with tentacles, and Becca got afraid of it, and it started to grow, I would say, "Let's get rid of it. We don't need it. Drop it in the ocean." These guys are like, "Oh my God, let's get a whole bunch of women and freak them out."
Bring it.
It was the 60s, and guys didn't. Well, not the guys were that much different, but yeah. Also, there's like these weird satanic ceremonies that are going on in the house too.
Well, what other explanation is there for it?
Yeah,
there has to be a scientific explanation. But...
the director Satananon, the small guy in this, he's also in Santo and Blue Demon Against the Monsters, which is wonderful. And there's everybody says, Target should have been Karloff's last film. He's like, I'm a working actor. I'm going to do this. And if I got to make these weird Mexican movies, 100% going to do it.
Were Santo and Blue Demon frat brothers?
Frat brothers? I don't think so. I don't think it's such a Catholic macho world. I don't think so. But for you, I'll say yes. If it helps you out, yes.
Well, I thought that was what the macho Catholics did. They're not actually having sex. They're just sort of, like Oliver Reed and Alan Bates and Women in Love.
I think they may have been J.O. buddies, but I don't think they touched, if that helps. Only the connector. They did the connector a couple times.
The connector?
the HDMI port.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just when you bring them together and then quickly separate them.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They had VR helmets on, so it was okay. They were
That someone kept like wheeling them. It was almost like soaking, like how the Mormons get away with it. We're not having sex, just people are jumping
That's
on
a
the bed.
good analogy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is soaking. By the way, just a quick moment on it. That's more perverted than just having sex, right? Like,
I think it is too. Yeah.
and also it feels like you could get hurt. Like if they bounce incorrectly, there's just
Dangerous.
a lot that could go wrong. But anyway, whatever. So yeah, that's there's this is like all the movies we love. It's got elements of mad scientists doing bad stuff to people. Love it. And then satanic ceremonies. By the way, Bill, I don't know if you saw it. This week's podcast episode's all about rip-offs of Eyes Without a Face. It's a whole episode of Eyes Without a Face.
There are many. Do you have enough time to do all of
I
them?
only did 5. I picked my favorite 5. Dr. Orlov, yes. Faceless, Corruption. And what's the best one to do if you're going to pick one?
Mansion of the Doom.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't get away with it, right? You got to do it.
That would be number 1 for me.
That's what I said. I said would be Bill's going to be mad if he listens to this. That they took 15 minutes to get to Mansion of the Doom. Should have just been forget about Jess Franco.
Build up to it, yeah.
And just do your. But it's great. I refer to it a lot of times as my much beloved Mansion of the Doom because I love it so much. Like it's so dreamy.
Let's pretend Lance Henriksen.
Let's pretend everybody in the chat that we never did it on the show. Okay, let's just all pretend, and somehow it just shows up again, and we watch it again. But yeah, this has the joys, the stuff that we love of scientists doing bullshit science. Just the worst. Where is it based? An old actor who probably should be home and not acting in this movie, but is a working actor, and we love him for it. And women being menaced by a psychedelic monster. I love it. I mean, there's nothing to hate in this movie.
Unless you're interested in logic.
Oh, well.
Characterization, a good script. I mean, the script is okay-ish because the idea is in the script. And I actually think that this is a great idea. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I was really taken by this movie when I saw it. I only watched it maybe like a month ago.
Oh, wow.
I was Tubi deep diving.
Ooh.
Which is amazing. There's so much stuff on Tubi. In fact, I linked to the Tubi version. And it's just so weird. Yeah. It totally fits our vibe because it's totally weird. And it was something that I had never heard of before because this was just sort of, it never really got released in the United States, at least. And I don't have access to Mexico for their newspaper archives. So I couldn't dig up any ads from there, but I do have some ads from the States where it played Spanish speaking theaters.
Ooh.
It's La Cámara del Terror.
Oh.
So there's at least this. Here, let's have a look.
At the Linda Vista.
The Linda Vista, which was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, the Rebellion of the Young Girls playing with it.
They got so much good shit. They got Demonoid under the title Macabro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, my God.
But it was a couple years after it was released as Demonoid in the States, so it was not like they got it first. They just got the original version, which is pretty damn groovy.
I knew that I wrote about this before because I wrote about these movies, at least for Isle of the Snake People. They filmed Karloff scenes at Dured Studios in Los Angeles. And then the scenes in Mexico were shot with a stand-in named Jerry Petty because he had already lost a lung to cancer and had pneumonia in the other and had emphysema while he's making this.
Poor Karloff.
Yeah.
He really got the shitty end of the stick.
I got to say, if you like this movie, Isle of the Snake People is perhaps even better. It also has Tawanga in it, who's a Mexican dancer, and she is one of the first people I've ever seen that would just randomly dye parts of their hair blonde. So early innovator of punk rock hairstyles.
Freaking.
Yeah.
She was into
Streak.
streaking her hair.
Well, they call it the streak, as we know from the song.
Well, this movie actually has almost the same cast as Isle of the Snake People,
Yeah.
including Julissa and Carlos East. As we see here, they're listed right under Karloff. They are too for Isle of the Snake People.
And Azalea Vega, who's in this, is in Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia.
I may have accidentally, that's the Snake People, La Muerte Viviente. Just ignore that one.
Yeah, but it's still great. So
yeah, but see, you can see it has the same cast, which is why I was fooled.
Yeah.
There's
the Tagel's name at the bottom left. It says featuring Exotica. Special de Tongole. So she's 100% worth the price of that movie. Trust me, she's like a Mexican Turisatana almost. It's pretty wonderful.
Oh, you mean she has giant boobs?
I mean, and also she like kills every man in the movie. She's wonderful. It's beloved. Oh my God.
Yeah, this was the biggest ad that I could find for La Cámara del Terror.
Yeah. David asked if we've done Even the Wind is Afraid. We have not, and we should.
Oh, I knew you would be into that.
Yeah. It's a pre-Suspiria.
It is, yeah. There's a lot of it, like visually. There are a couple scenes that are very reminiscent of Suspiria, except without like the hyper colors and the la 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 la.
How much do you love the Cine Azteca logo?
Oh, it's beautiful.
That Z is like outsider art genius.
It's barely there.
So is the A. Is that a C or an L? Like the C's are different. Like it's
the
great.
Z looks like an R. It looks like half an R.
Oh, it does. Great call. The E defies logic because it has different rules than any of the other letters because it's like a pitchfork.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It's so good.
That dreadful hand.
The hand.
I'll go to Mexico, but please keep that dreadful hand away from me.
Watch out for the Panico, it says under this ad. He is very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, look at that. They don't lie.
They don't lie. Su vida peligra. Oh, the hand. Oh.
Here's a scene from Cámara del Terror, otherwise known as Fear Chamber, our first feature tonight.
I like that this is the scene that they picked to show us from Fear Chamber. They're just chilling out, having drinks. None of the craziness, just like this is good enough.
A quiet moment from Fear Chamber.
Are we going to see an art movie called Cámara del Terror? Yes.
This is sort of like, this has a moment that's like Galaxy of Terror.
Oh.
Because I think it's Julissa right there.
Mm-hmm.
She ends up in danger of being grabbed. She is grabbed by the rock, and she has to not be afraid for it to let her go. And it's like Galaxy of Terror.
I always call that Bellaing it. Like when Bela Lugosi fights the octopus in Ed Wood. And he's just like doing it all himself and moving it around.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the kind of
screaming.
Yeah, just scream. Pull the string.
The screams are important, even if you're Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
I think we're back to the Linda Vista.
Supposedly, from stuff I've read, Columbia financed these 4 movies, which is weird.
My Victoria.
Oh.
One day we will be reunited in the Elysian beyond.
Oh. Don't you wish there were 10 sequels to that movie instead of just 1?
No juzgara a tu padre. I don't know what that means, but
something of the fathers, perhaps.
Yeah. But this obviously that's not a horror movie unless I'm completely mistaken. So I kind of like that these you can find programs like this where you would go and see the main feature, and then most of the all the straight edge people would leave because they don't want to watch any horror movie. But then they hung around for this kind of silly horror movie, La Cámara del Terror. I think it's a beautiful thing. Last day, hurry. You're going to miss it.
Yeah. At the Victoria.
Phil, what are you doing here in the chat so early?
Yeah. Come on, Phil.
This isn't like you.
We got one day to get the La Camara del Terra. Come on, everybody, get ready.
Mm-hmm. I've got my Camara ready. We're going to take pictures.
Nice. Oh, Camara del Terra.
I'm really spooked about this setup now because everything was going wrong earlier. I'm afraid that the next thing I click is going to be like, wow.
Now it's working too right.
Yeah, I don't trust it. So where do you think these movies, like at the time, the Mexican films that Karloff made, they were not money makers, were they? I mean, there were no hits out of there. So this had to have been sort of something that he was embarrassed about being associated with, or that, you know, if you were an actor, you wouldn't want to admit that you did, even if you did horror in your early career, like having to take roles in films like this. It was sort of a big step down for Karloff, who was a really big star in the 30s and 40s. So,
well, I will say he was paid $100,000 for each of these movies, for the 4 movies. So I mean, how much? I'm doing the inflation calculation right now. That's like $900,000 today's money. That's pretty good.
that is, wow, that's a lot more than I would have thought he was paid.
Yeah. So maybe that was for all 4. Even so, I mean, that's pretty good money. I'd take it. I'd be in a horror movie for free, but I'm no Karloff, so what do I know?
Well, this was 1968 when this film came. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
By the time these ads that we're looking at, most of them are from 72 and 73. A couple of them were from 75, and that's the limit for the theatrical run for this. So 68 was the same year as Targets, which was, you know, he got great reviews for being in Targets, and it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how big of a hit it was, but at least, you know, it wasn't an embarrassment. It was a really good film.
Yeah. Well, I hope that he at least had fun with it. I don't know. I'd like to think maybe he did.
I don't think he had any fun making this. He was in physical pain. His back was all fucked up from being Frankenstein.
Do you think he had more fun being in this, or Bella had more fun being in the Ed Wood movies? I think Bella probably had more fun.
No, I think Bella probably hated being.
I think he probably hated it too. Yeah, you're right.
He was probably really embarrassed about having to do those movies. But Karloff, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's to say? I'm not saying they should be embarrassed, because
the movie makes us think which is not a documentary, it's a movie. It makes us think that Bella loved it and was having the time of his life. I'm sure real Bella was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that documentary movie it's bullshit in a number of ways.
Yeah, I know.
Don't believe everything that Tim Burton tells you. It's just a movie.
Yeah, I know. But I'd like to. You mean movies have been lying to me all this time?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Because I seen the Santa Claus 3 and I was hoping that it was true.
It is.
The Tim Allen is Santa now.
It's all true, and you're not getting anything for Christmas.
Oh.
So how's that, Mr. Big Shot Sam Panico? Santa Claus is going to skip you this year.
Well, I have 8 months to fix it. And I'm going to go on a big globe-spanning adventure to try to fix my relationship with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of like those mice that had to write that song about that. That's a bullshit scenario too, by the way. Like, I fucking hate Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for reasons that we have already discussed. Oh. I also hate that one about, I think it was called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Hate it.
With the mice, and the one mouse writes a nasty letter about Santa Claus, and Santa Claus gets an attitude about it, and he's like, "Well, then I'm not going to bring anyone any presents in your town." That's not right.
When I was a kid, and keep in mind I was a chubby, giant glasses wearing ne'er-do-well, when I saw Rudolph, and I was like, when he finally gets to the island, I'm like, why is he leaving the island of misfit toys? Like, everybody here accepts you. No one has ever accepted you and Rudolph in the outside world. Everybody's treated both of you like shit. And I don't get it. I've also read lately that people think Herbie is gay coded and not Dennis coded. I don't know how anyone feels about that in the chat, but
you never noticed that before?
No,
I picked up on that even as a kid.
Well, I'm a cis male, so what do I? I don't know anything. I'm
a cis het.
A cis het, yeah, turf. I'm not.
That is so not you. I mean, you are cis and het. But
I am cis and het, but I am also.
I can't imagine you ever like being like.
No,
not that kind of person.
I can see it now that I'm older. I'm like, oh yeah, Herbie, totally. He wants to hang out with the old prospector, if you know what I mean. The old prospector, probably of Rudolph. I would say either him or Santa would be the two that you would be into.
More the guy with the big red beard.
Yeah, the old prospector. Yeah.
Super hot.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, not
super hot puppet.
Not as represented in that version.
So Herbie's a twink, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbie. I used to play records so people like Herbie could dance, but that's as far as it goes.
Herbie doesn't want to put his fingers into other people's mouths. It's quite different.
Oh. Well, on that note, we should probably go to a commercial break, right?
All right. Thank you.
All right. We promise we'll be back unless there are more.
Which of you Magic experts has created the toughest game for Atari's video system?
Demon attack!
Whoa there, Fire Breath.
You not good enough for demon attack. You in big trouble. I'm winning.
Good work, Voltar. Demon attack really is tough. Magic's Demon Attack. Now available.
Presenting Miss Sophia Loren with news from America's #1 coffee maker, Mr. Coffee.
I love coffee. It's so rich and satisfying. I drink it often. And that's why I love Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee makes delicious coffee, fast, and saves coffee, too.
And now Mr. Coffee introduces the new Filter Fresh automatic water filtration system. New Filter Fresh. It cleans the water your family drinks.
New Filter Fresh even gives you cleaner water for your Mr. Coffee.
Frogs lay hundreds of millions of eggs each year. What if they all hatched?
I don't believe it.
American International Pictures presents Frogs, the story of the day nature strikes back. One by one, they faced extinction from a slithering tidal wave of terror.
I still believe man is master of the world.
Does that mean he can't live in harmony with the rest of it?
Frogs, starring Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, Joan Van Ark, Adam Rourke, and Judy Pace. Frogs, an American International picture rated PG. Today, the pond. Tomorrow, the world.
My mother was a terrific cook. Me, I'm a working wife. When my husband comes home and says, "Where's dinner?" I say, "I don't know. Where'd you leave it?" I mean, face it, I'm not a good cook, okay? I serve ketchup for a vegetable. Oh, thank you. That's why I come here to Big Boy for dinner. Big Boy is America's biggest family of full-service restaurants, and no wonder. The food here is so fresh and good. And what a selection. Everything for breakfast. Delicious choices for lunch and dinner. Terrific desserts like fresh strawberry pie. Good food, great selection, all at such reasonable prices. All cooked up fresh, the way Mother would have wanted it. I get served so nicely with silverware and real dishes and... Oh, thank you, waitress.
You're gonna love Big Boy. We borrowed some nice ideas from your mother.
So if you're a working wife like me, the 3 little words you want to hear most from your husband are not, "I love you," but "let's eat out" at Big Boy.
Something ain't dead. Doctor says listen to the planet's groan. Heartbeat in the fire, it's a living stone.
lines with a dead man's tone. Bring us the fear for the hungry stone. Don't look back, hear it groan. Every scream is a stepping stone. Feed the sound, feed the stone. It don't breathe, but it's got a throne. Hearts beat fast when the girls are alone. Keep it alive, gotta feed the stone. Feed the stone.
So in this movie, they find this lava stone that's a god in a volcano, and the only way to bring the lava stone to life is to scare women. What? Be better. Anyway, fear of the volcano.
Drink will scare women.
It will. This drink. Let me tell you about this drink. Let me tell you about this drink. 2 ounces.
Let me tell you who's wearing matching shorts.
We are.
Reggie.
We are. We are. It's how we do it. The men of the house. 2 ounces Malibu, 2 ounce dark rum of your choice, 2 ounce high proof rum of your choice. This is what I can find. 1 ounce OJ, 4 ounce pineapple juice, 2 ounce grenadine, 1 ounce lime juice. Wow, this is a volcano. Wow. Anyways, explosive magma charge here of these two, and then we're going to put what we call
the concoction
magma into the thing. A little bit of lava, not the soap, but the stuff that's in the volcano. Hear that? That's what we do. There we go. Like Brian Brown.
My kitchen has been clean since the show's been off.
I know. Now it's back to frothy messes. Frothy mess. Look at that. Mm-hmm. That is a drink. Imagine that came in a bowl with sparklers. Oh, but it smells so lovely. Pazuzu is back. He was waning in power. He's down there in hell. He's like, oh,
back just in time for Easter.
He's like, it's Easter. It's Good Friday. Pazuzu, that's when we're recording this. And Pazuzu's like, what? Like Pazuzu's like,
thank you.
Now he's back. Do you feel the wind, Pazoo? This is wonderful. It's wonderful tasting. It's sweet tasting. Also, there's no way you can drink this without getting really annihilated. It's got like almost 4 shots of rum in it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this is a daddy drink. Enjoy it, daddies. We'll see you. Bye, Daddy Karloff.
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu.
There's no boozy in this. This is a drink Carrie Nation would approve of.
Oh, nice.
At least on the second segment, I'll probably have some because we seem to be, the ship seems to be righted. So,
I am drinking a Helltown Buffy.
Why not?
Ooh, it's very nice. There I am. Now I'm alone. Hello. Now you're back. Oh.
Well, I was going to give you the full screen when you're showing off your can.
Oh, all right.
When you show off your can, you get the whole screen.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I watched this week?
What?
Battle of the Network Stars with Telly on it. Swimming. He was swimming against Wonder Woman. Pretty amazing.
Was he in a Speedo?
He was, yes. And
I'm going to be looking that one up.
Robert, what's his name? From Baba Black Sheep. Robert Conrad was making fun of him. He's like, "You're looking like a granddaddy, Telly, with your punch." He's looking like you gained a couple of pounds. That's the one with Robert Conrad and Welcome Back Kotter getting a fight. Gabe Kaplan getting a fight over some rules violation.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love that at one point, how 70s is this? They have Linda Carter swimming against Farrah Fawcett. You're like, fucking
wow.
Ratings through the roof.
That's some fierce competition.
Oh my God. Yeah. And like everybody in it's great. Like think somehow got Howard Cosell, the voice of sports, the most respected sports person, to talk about Telly Savalas swimming. It's great. Well worth your time. There's a one that just went up on YouTube, and it's from the Masters of it. Like it never aired on TV, so it doesn't have break. It has like you can see like the hard coded breaks and stuff. It's pretty cool. So I love Battle of the Stars. We should do Battle of the Streaming Stars in Pittsburgh. We'll just challenge them. They'll be like, yeah, we'll do that competition. It's all like egg races and stuff.
How do you feel about Circus of the Stars?
Love Circus of the Stars. Isn't it great? It's like we'll never have that. I was thinking about that when I watched this. There's like nobody that's like every media is like too extended out and stuff. We can't have like Battle of the Streaming Stars. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like Battle of the Circus or Battle of the Stars, the best. TV
you haven't commented on my T-shirt.
I haven't. It's beautiful.
Do you know what it is?
No, but I like it. Damp Darkness.
Out of the deep, damp darkness.
Oh, it came from the grave. What is that?
After death, the horror begins. You don't know what it came from the grave is?
No. I'm sure I'm going to be embarrassed. Please.
You bloody well should be. Let's see if anybody in the chat can tell us what it came from the grave was. I'll give you a hint. Oh, well, Chris already got it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Death Dream.
Yeah.
This was a very strange reissue of Death Dream in 1981. 1980, I think, is the first time it showed up.
Oh, man.
Played throughout 80 and 81 as it came from the grave. And this is where things get really strange. We'll see some of this in the ads later on the program. The people who did the layouts for those movie sections, they got titles mixed up all the time, and they would print some really bizarre shit. Like, I think a lot of times the communication was verbal, and you could tell that they had been told one thing and they misinterpreted it as something else, because it came from the grave actually screened as King of the Grave.
Oh, man. I like that title, though.
King of the Grave, which is really strange. But I saw it printed as that, and somebody actually commented on one of the posts years ago that they saw it at the drive-in under the title King of the Grave.
That's amazing.
No word yet as to whether or not there's an actual title screen for It Came from the Grave, whether they just, sometimes they wouldn't even make one. They'd just cut the real title of the movie out, and the film would jump whenever the title was on the screen.
I had a crazy retitle that I found out about this week. Lady in Red, you know, the Roger Corman movie with Pamela Sue Martin in it.
No.
It's really good. Like, it's written by John Sayles. It's awesome, but it was re-released a year later as Guns, Sins, and Bathtub Gin. And with no mention of Dillinger being in the movie or anything. And then it was re-released only in Detroit as Escape from Death Row, which is really Mean Frank and Crazy Tony. And then it was released as a great title, Touch Me and Die. And they made it look like it was a Day of the Woman kind of movie, with a neon font for "Touch Me and Die." And some men have it, some women have it a bit more. Touch me and die. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Jesus Christ, don't you want to see that now? Way more than Lady in Red.
Touch me and die. Yeah, that's a good one. They should have stuck with that.
Oh my God! As soon as I saw it, but it only played in the Detroit area as those two names. But yeah, it's Lady in Red's way better than it should be. It's really good, and it's got good people in it. So yeah, I like it a lot. A lot of
good people. I like
yeah,
good people.
Yeah, Robert Conrad's in it. He plays Dillinger. How weird's that? That's why it made me think of it. Yeah, but it's and Pamela Sue Martin should have been in more movies. But you know, she married rich oil sheiks and broke AC Nicholas's heart. I don't know if you know that story. But,
no.
Yeah, he'll tell you about it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why he turned.
Drew. That's how.
Yeah, she sure was. That's why he turned against humanity, and started poisoning people at drive-ins.
Poisoning people, yeah.
Oh my God, get your system ready. You might want to start taking airborne and stuff now, and snake bite medication and stuff.
It's going to happen.
Because he's going to slip. The thing is, he slipped me a drink that had something in it, and then when I wasn't paying attention, he also did the ring thing. You know, where you like flip the ring up and you
the poison ring. Yeah,
I thought that was only in movies. He's like, no, it's real. And
okay,
he's like, I know you like to get wet, and I was like, what? And next thing I know, it's on the floor.
Whatever he gave me the last time, I liked it. So I'm not complaining.
Well, you've come to the other side. He's trying. He will convert you.
To what?
To his ways, his barbaric ways.
It means I'm going to be poisoning people too.
No, then you would be taking the show away from him. Only he can do the poisoning. So I don't know. We'll have to ask him next time we see him. Next time he's on the show, let's ask him. Don't forget both of tonight's movies are on the Tubi.
The Tubi, yes, they are. Definitely watch the Tubi version for the first one. I did post a YouTube link to our second feature, The Embalmer, because it looked better on YouTube.
Do you ever have those moments when you've realized you've added hundreds of movies to your Tubi My Movies? Like the list that you can do on Tubi? Like, there's so much stuff.
I don't do any lists on Tubi. I just go and feel my way through it.
Oh, I have a whole list of stuff because there's continually things on there that I'm like, that isn't even on DVD even, and yet it's on Tubi.
Roger's going to get us too with the moonshine.
We got Poison and Moonshine in the middle. Oh,
I'm keeping my head about me this time because remember what happened last time?
Oh yeah,
Chris Erickson will tell you.
Yeah,
old Two Sheds. He saw me at my worst.
He's at Beyond Fest tonight. He's been texting me updates from Beyond Fest.
Okay.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They showed a trailer for a movie he had never seen, and I had never seen either. Let me look up the name. Small Kill from 1992, starring and directed by the dude who played Radar from MASH, a vanity project. He said the trailer.
Gary Berghoff.
Yeah.
Gary Berghoff.
Yeah, he said the trailer is absolutely crazy. So guess what? It's only on one site, a Russian OKRU. Guess who's downloading it from there tonight? Me.
Of course.
Of course. I hope it's not translated into English. I hope that there's just a Russian person yelling over it, which happens a lot when you get OKRU movies. And
I know
they're very hard to watch. I love it. Like that's
Polish movies too.
Oh yeah,
there were a bunch of Polish movies that had been uploaded. Or at least the voice was in Polish, and the reason I always watched it was because they had the unedited version of Omen 2.
Oh wow!
Which had gorier death scenes in it, including, like, of course, everyone's thinking about the elevator scene with Meshach Taylor, and there was a much more gruesome shot in that where you could actually see his intestines like bouncing around when he gets cut in half.
Really? Oh my
yeah.
God. They went for it, didn't they?
They did. They weren't fucking around. No, but unfortunately, I think they had to cut a couple seconds out of it.
Let's show you Hollywood's tonsils. That's what they said. Let's show you everything. There was a movie I was thinking about, by the way, a Russian movie that played on Chiller Theater. The Merman one.
Oh, I don't know what one that is, but
it was on Video Archives too, so that's what I'm trying to look up. I'm sure AC Nichols will answer it right away. He knows what it is.
That guy from Cabin in the Woods probably watched that movie.
Oh,
about the merman. Wasn't that like his?
Oh yeah, like the merman.
he wanted a merman to be one of the monsters, and what kills him in the end?
Oh, I love that scene so much. Shit, I can't remember what the name of it is. Anyway, it's always weird to me where like there were AIP bought a couple Russian movies and redid them to, re-edited them, like Women from the Prehistoric Planet and stuff. And we were at such like a Cold War at that point. It seems weird to me that they would bring these Russian movies over at that time. But I guess when you're trying to make money on movies, it doesn't really matter, does it?
It's a shady business to begin with.
Amphibian Man, that's the movie I'm trying to think of, from 1962. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Like that's a movie, like even if it's translated in English, but even if not, it's just people know. Yeah, Amphibian Man's really good though. It's very Shape of Water without the effects. It's a fun movie.
I guess the deaths in Final Destination really are omen coded.
Yeah,
David.
I haven't watched the new Final Destination yet. Have you?
No. Oh wait, I think I did.
Yeah, there's the new Scream.
They're all the same, so it's really hard.
There's a new Scream to watch too, so I'm gonna probably watch both those and be like,
a new Scream, exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, Scream 7.
Hey, you know what I got? I got this beautiful mixtape from David Assassino.
Aw. Wow.
Upside down.
That's crazy.
Bill's out there.
Oh man, I love it.
And he is.
Oh, he and I were talking about La Casa movies today, and get ready for some La Casa action in the third segment. If that doesn't make you want to come back for a third segment.
La Casa.
Yeah. Oh, La Casa.
There's so much to say about that series.
Oh my god, it's not even a series. First off, that's what's great. It's
like what there is to say about it.
I love that though. I love that they're just like, you know what? Let's just put that name on, and we'll make a couple extra bucks. That's how we do
that kind of shit all the time here on the show, like with multiple titles that have nothing to do with it, and they try and force it into Return of the Living Dead.
You know what my favorite one is?
Return of the Aliens, the Deadly Spawn.
Breakfast with the Living Dead.
Breakfast at Manchester Moor. That's not trying to tie into anything, though.
No, but isn't it great? Like if you heard that title, you're like, oh, this is like a nice movie. I watched The Libertine this week, which is an Audubon Films movie, and the title is completely different. Like the Italian title is La Matriarch, which is like, the matriarch of the family, and that's what the story's got about. This woman finds a different life. Like Libertine, I don't know, but also the American version has like 5 more minutes of nudity. So yay, Radley Metzger. Anyways,
how about a triple feature? Breakfast at Manchester Morgue, My Dinner with Andre,
and
Naked Lunch. It has to be in between them.
Lunch. Yeah, or is there like a dessert title, or the stuff?
The stuff.
It doesn't have an alt title. If it had a dessert alt title, that would be awesome. My favorite alt title, other than all the Manchester Morgue ones, are the German Godzilla ones that we talked about, where it's always about Dracula fighting Godzilla.
Or some other monster.
Yeah, or King Kong showing up.
King Kong.
Yeah, and it's like, what?
Not in the movie.
Not in the movie at all. And I love it. I think it's great. Hey, before we go, I've been meaning to tell you, new Day of the Dead coming out on 4K. What do you think about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Shop Factory's putting it out. It's super exciting.
I'm not excited about 4K stuff because I don't really have a 4K. I don't have a 4K player. Our TV is 4K, I think, but
yeah.
I'm just so intimidated by setting it up, and I don't understand anything anymore with the connections and like how do you get to watch it in 4K? So
I probably don't
really
either,
care.
But I'm excited about it. I'm excited about movies. I love movies.
It's just another way. And then after 4K, there's going to be 8K or something, and then we'll have to buy all this shit over again.
I want them to make an intravenous drug that I can inject directly into my eye and experience it. And all Fulci movies all come with a stick to jam into your eye so you can watch the movie as the director intended, with one eye and in pain.
I don't mean to poo-poo anybody's good
No,
time. I think that's great. Like, if you're into that, and you obviously you're not as dumb as me and don't know how to set it up and get into it. So I don't know.
I
Good for you.
forgot the eyeball popping in the Beyond in the cellar, how gross it is. And like, I've seen the movie 100 times, right? And I was watching it while we were doing the podcast, and I was like, geez, it's really intense. It looks really good. Like, it pops the, I don't know how it should look. I'm like, it looks really realistic. Not as someone that's ever popped somebody's eye out. But,
Speaking of VHSs, look what I got.
Oh,
a VHS.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, the 4K of it's on sale at Kino, and I've almost ordered the 4K of that in Orca like 3 times. What else do I need, right?
One of my teeth fell out, and this was under my pillow when I woke up the next day.
God.
Actually, Dave Burian gave it to me.
Yeah, there's a Vinegar Syndrome April Fool's release that was Western PA. It says a town in Western PA, and that's all the info they gave on it.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh, so you did buy the mystery movie?
Yeah, I did buy it because it said Pittsburgh on it. I'm like, come on, My hope it's the booby hatch. That's my dream, that it's that. I know it's not going to be. Everybody was like, "Oh, it has to be blood-sucking Ferris." I'm like, if it's fucking blood-sucking Ferris, I'm throwing it in the street.
But you bought it. You should have waited.
It's going to sell. It was only for sale for one day, and it won't be sold ever again. So that's it.
What if we did get the booby hatch?
Yeah, Paul said it's an unreleased film. He doesn't have the film with the story behind it. So I'm cool. I'm excited, whatever it is. I'm very excited about the second Reviver one. I was texting you about that the other day, Bill. It's like, wow, like it's from the director of The Body Shop, aka the real title, Dr. Gore. I know Bill said, please only refer to it as Dr. Gore when you speak to me.
I don't know what you say when you mean The Body Shop.
Oh yeah, there's no. I mean the Swingers Club in Pittsburgh. I don't mean. I mean
Swingers Massacre.
Yes. Oh my God. Does that have an exclamation point at the end of it? Like my favorite exclamation point at the end of the movie is what's the other New York Times Square one? Massage Parlor Murders. That has to have an exclamation point, right?
I think it does. No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, those movies together would be great, wouldn't it?
Seizure. I think that has an exclamation point.
Yeah, I think Massage Parlor Murders plays. I think we're going to do just a whole misogynistic night at the movies with that. Toolbox Massacre. I don't know. And Maniac.
Amok has an exclamation point.
Oh, Amok does.
We should get to the movie.
Let's get to it.
We're already running late, so let's go watch the first movie, Fear Chamber.
Yeah.
And I linked to it this week. I was a good boy. I put the links to both films on the Groovy Doom Facebook page, or you can just go to, you could watch both movies on Tubi tonight. Definitely watch the Tubi version of Fear Chamber and come back afterwards. We'll have a lot more to talk about on the DIADF. I mean, hopefully we'll be